Ready for another deep dive? Today we're stepping into the world of tango.
Oh, nice.
Not with dance shoes, though.
Okay.
With a book.
Interesting.
We're exploring chapter 2 of Almas del Tango.
Okay.
It's called Cainito.
All right.
And we're going to uncover the true story behind one of the most famous tangos of all time.
I like it.
So what's special about Almas del Tango?
Well, it's fascinating because it does something really special.
Okay.
It doesn't just chronicle the history of tango music. It takes you on a journey through the heart of Argentina's culture,
Right.
weaving tales of romance and heartbreak and the raw emotion that fuels this incredible music.
So it's more than just a music history book.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's unpack chapter 2.
Okay.
It introduces us to Gabino Coria Peñalosa,
Great.
this young poet who also happened to be a tax collector in the early 1900s.
Interesting.
So imagine him traveling through rural Argentina on horseback.
Okay.
One day, a flooded river forces him to take an unexpected detour to the small town of Olta.
A detour.
Yeah, a detour.
Okay.
And this chance stop becomes a turning point in his life and ultimately in the history of tango.
Wow.
So he finds himself at a social gathering.
Okay.
And there, amidst the lively conversation and laughter, he sees it. A magnificent Steinway piano.
Oh, wow. A Steinway.
A Steinway piano in rural Argentina in 1902.
Yeah, that must have been quite a sight.
That must have been an incredibly rare sight.
Absolutely, it would have been a treasure.
Yeah.
Likely transported over the Andes Mountains on mules.
Wow.
It speaks to the dedication to music and culture, even in the most remote corners of Argentina.
I can only imagine his reaction.
Naturally, Gabino is captivated.
Right.
He wants to hear it played.
Of course.
And that's when he meets Maria.
Maria, the young, talented pianist.
The very same.
Okay.
They connect instantly, drawn to each other's passion for music and perhaps something more. But their connection is shadowed by a significant obstacle.
What's that?
Maria is engaged.
Oh, no.
Her family has arranged a marriage for her to a military officer.
Oh, so their story takes on this layer of forbidden romance from the very beginning.
Right.
It makes you wonder how much of that longing and melancholy found its way into the tango Caminito later on.
That's a question worth exploring.
So their secret rendezvous becomes a necessity.
Yeah.
Stolen moments on a hidden path. A Caminito.
A Cainito.
Yeah, a Caminito. Away from prying eyes.
Right.
It's their sanctuary.
Okay.
A place where their love can flourish, even if only temporarily.
Makes sense.
But Gabino eventually has to leave to continue his work.
Oh, so he had to go.
Yeah, but he promises to return for Maria.
He does.
He vows to defy her family and make her his wife.
Wow, what a promise.
It's a classic tale of love against the odds.
It is.
Did Gabino manage to keep his promise?
Well, months later, when Gabino returns to Olta, he's met with devastating news.
What happened?
Maria's family, upon discovering their secret romance, has sent her away.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
He was desperate to find her, but Maria's family refused to reveal her location.
What did he do?
Then he learns that Maria is pregnant.
Pregnant.
The timing suggests that Gabino is the father,
Oh my gosh.
adding another layer of tragedy to this already impossible situation.
Wow, so you have this incredible love story.
Yeah.
Thwarted by societal expectations and family pressures,
Right.
with a child caught in the middle.
It's almost Shakespearean.
It is.
Did Gabino ever find Maria?
That's what I want to know.
He didn't.
Oh.
Unable to find her, he poured all of his grief and longing into poetry,
Really?
creating the verses that would eventually become the lyrics to Caminito.
His words became an embodiment of his love for Maria.
Exactly.
Wow.
The lyrics capture the bittersweet memory of their secret path,
They're Caminito.
their Caminito, which now symbolize both their love and the pain of their separation.
Right.
Years pass, and Gabino eventually makes his way to Buenos Aires,
Buenos Aires.
immersing himself in the city's vibrant artistic community.
So how does this heartbroken poet from a small town become connected to the world of tango in Buenos Aires?
It's an interesting turn of events.
Right.
Gabino befriends some important figures, including Carlos Gardel, a legendary tango singer,
Wow.
and Juan de Dios Filiberto, a talented composer who played a key role in the evolution of tango music.
I'm starting to see how all these pieces are coming together to create Caminito.
You're catching on.
Yeah.
Now, Filiberto had composed a beautiful melody,
Okay.
inspired by a woman he saw on a street in La Boca.
Okay.
He felt the melody needed the right words to truly come alive.
Right.
At the same time, Gabino had held on to those heart-wrenching verses he'd written years ago, inspired by Maria and their hidden path.
So their paths converged not just socially, but artistically as well?
Precisely.
Okay.
Fate intervened once again.
Okay.
They decided to collaborate for an upcoming tango competition, combining Filiberto's melody with Gabino's lyrics.
Wow.
It's amazing how two separate instances of inspiration, different women, different locations, came together to create something truly extraordinary.
It's fascinating how these seemingly random occurrences can align to create something as iconic as Cainito.
It is.
But wait, didn't you mention that Filiberto's inspiration came from a woman in La Boca? I thought Cainito was inspired by a small-town love affair.
Ah, you've hit upon a common misconception.
Oh, really?
The colorful street in La Boca, also called Cainito, was actually named decades after the tango was created.
So the song came first.
The song came first.
So the song inspired the name of the street.
It did.
That's fascinating.
It is. Cainito became so popular that it eventually lent its name to that particular street in La Boca.
Wow.
Forever linking the music with the physical landscape of Buenos Aires.
That's quite a legacy for a song born from a chance meeting and a hidden path.
It is.
But what about the tango competition? How was Cainito received?
Well, it didn't have the immediate success you might expect.
Really?
The judges appreciated it, but the audience wasn't quite ready for its unique style.
What do you mean by unique style? How did it differ from other tangos at the time?
Well, tango at the time was often characterized by lively, dance-driven rhythms.
Okay.
Cainito, with its poetic lyrics and melancholic undertones, was a departure from the norm.
Uh-huh.
It was more introspective, more about emotional depth than fiery footwork.
Right.
It's almost like introducing a ballad into a world dominated by up-tempo dance tracks.
I see.
It takes time for people to adjust their expectations.
Makes sense.
Cainito needed the right champion,
Okay.
someone who could help audiences connect with its emotional core.
Right.
And that's where another tango singer, Ignacio Corsini, comes into the picture.
So how did Corsini help propel Cainito to fame? Did he perform it at the competition?
Not exactly.
What did he do?
He included Cainito in a play,
Okay.
and the audience's reaction was phenomenal.
They liked it.
They were captivated by the song's emotion and beauty.
So Corsini's performance was the turning point for Cainito.
You could say that.
Interesting.
It sparked public enthusiasm and paved the way for the tango to become a beloved classic.
And then came Gardel.
Yeah.
He was friends with Gabino, right?
Yes, and initially, he hadn't seen the potential in Cainito.
Okay.
But after Corsini's success with the song, Gardel decided to record his own version.
His powerful voice and emotional delivery, combined with Corsini's popularization of the tune, must have been the perfect combination.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gardel's rendition launched Cainito to unimaginable heights,
Wow.
turning it into one of the most recognized tangos in the world.
Wow. From a lukewarm reception at a competition to a global phenomenon.
I know.
Cainito's journey is quite a testament to the power of collaboration, timing, and the enduring appeal of a deeply emotional story.
It really is.
But what about Maria? Did she ever know about the tango inspired by their love?
That's a question that lingers in the heart of this story.
Big time.
It adds another layer of mystery and intrigue, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
Imagine her, years later, perhaps hearing Cainito played on the radio or in a cafe, completely unaware that those heartfelt lyrics and that melancholic melody were born from her own fleeting romance with Gabino.
It sends chills down my spine just thinking about it.
It's a poignant thought.
It is.
The very music that might touch her soul is a testament to a love she was forced to leave behind.
But before we get lost in speculation, let's delve a bit deeper into the impact of Cainito and what it reveals about the soul of Argentina.
Okay.
I'm also really curious to learn more about Maria's fate and whether their paths ever crossed again.
There's so much more to unpack.
I bet.
Cainito isn't just a song.
Right?
It's a window into a particular time and place, a reflection of cultural values and societal expectations,
Okay.
and a testament to the enduring power of human connection, even in the face of heartbreak.
I'll have to wait for next time then.
We will.
Hmm.
Cainito's reach extends far beyond the borders of Argentina.
Oh, wow.
It's been translated into numerous languages,
like what?
from Japanese and Italian
Okay.
to German and English, becoming a global anthem for love and longing.
It's crazy how one song can connect with so many people from different cultures.
That is.
And has it been performed by many big artists?
Renowned artists from all over the world have performed it.
Right.
From iconic tango singers like Hugo del Carril
Okay.
to opera legend Placido Domingo.
Wow.
It's even been recorded by the Italian actor Marcello Mastroianni.
That's incredible.
It is.
So it's really gone beyond just the world of tango.
It really has.
It's remarkable to consider the global reach of this tango, born from a chance encounter in a small Argentinian town.
Yeah.
And speaking of that town, let's go back to that secluded path where Gabino and Maria shared their forbidden romance.
Okay.
It's no longer just a place in their memory, is it?
Not at all.
Oh, really?
The trail in Olta has become a tourist destination,
Wow.
a testament to the power of this love story to capture the imagination.
So people actually go there.
Visitors from all over the world can walk the same Caminito that inspired the tango.
That's so cool.
Perhaps feeling a connection to Gabino and Maria's ill-fated romance.
Like a pilgrimage.
Yeah, like a pilgrimage for tango lovers, a way to experience the story firsthand
Right.
and connect with its emotional core.
But there are still so many unanswered questions.
Like what?
What happened to Maria after she was sent away?
Right.
Did she ever hear Caminito and realize its connection to her past?
Those questions have intrigued listeners for generations.
Do we have any answers?
Well, according to some accounts, Maria's full name was Maria Rocalia Ortiz,
Okay.
and she was sent to the province of Cordoba, where she gave birth to a son.
A son.
It's believed that she later married,
Okay.
and her son, presumably Gabino's child,
Right.
was raised as part of that marriage, never knowing his true father.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
It is.
To think that a child grew up unaware of the legacy of love and loss that surrounded his very existence.
Right.
And what about Gabino? Did he ever find peace after losing Maria?
Well, Gabino's grandson, Alvaro Coria Peñalosa, shared some insights into his grandfather's life.
Oh, wow.
He mentioned that Gabino started a family in Buenos Aires, but later divorced and remarried.
Okay.
In his later years, he returned to La Rioja
Really?
and settled in the town of Chilecito, living to the age of 94.
So he kind of went back to where it all began.
Yeah, almost as if he was drawn back to the region where his story with Maria began,
Right.
seeking solace in the landscapes that held their shared memories.
Wow. And is there anything else we know about Gabino's later life?
The grandson also mentioned that the piano that brought Gabino and Maria together,
The Steinway.
that magnificent Steinway transported across the Andes,
Right.
is believed to be in the possession of Maria's descendants in Cordoba.
That piano must hold so much history within its wooden frame.
Yeah, the echoes of Maria's playing, the melodies that first captivated Gabino,
It's like a time capsule.
preserving a moment that sparked a timeless tango.
It really makes you wonder.
It does.
Did Gabino and Maria ever cross paths again?
That's the question.
Did their lives, separated by circumstance and family disapproval, ever intertwine in the tapestry of time?
We don't have a definitive answer.
It's up to our imaginations.
It adds another layer of yearning to the narrative of Caminito.
What stands out to you about this tale?
What about you?
I'm not sure. It's hard to pick just one thing.
It is.
Is it the passionate forbidden romance?
Right.
The unlikely journey of a poem transformed into a global tango sensation?
Or the enduring mystery of Maria's fate.
Right.
And the possibility of a second chance encounter with Gabino.
It's all so fascinating.
It is. Whatever resonates with you, I think we can all agree that Caminito is more than just a song. It's a window into the soul of Argentina, a story that speaks to universal themes of love, loss, and the power of music to transcend time and connect us to something larger than ourselves.
Right. It reminds us that music can have such a powerful impact on our lives.
And that's the beauty of Almas del Tango.
What is?
It reveals the human stories behind the music.
Yeah.
The loves and losses, the joys and heartbreaks that infuse each tango with its unique emotional depth.
That's what makes this book so special.
It is.
Chapter 2 is just a glimpse into the rich tapestry of tales woven within this book.
Right.
It's definitely left me wanting to hear more, to uncover the secrets behind other iconic tangos.
There are so many more stories to tell.
If this one chapter is so captivating, I can only imagine the treasures that await in the rest of the book.
This deep dive has only scratched the surface of Caminito and the world it represents.
Right. But it's given us a taste of the historical intrigue, the romantic drama, and the cultural richness that Almas del Tango offers.
It has.
It really makes you think about how a simple encounter can lead to something so much bigger, you know?
It does. The power of a moment.
And how music can capture those moments and make them last forever.
Absolutely.
Caminito is like a time machine,
I like that.
transporting us back to that era of passionate encounters and those melancholic melodies.
It's a reminder that even the most fleeting moments can have a ripple effect.
Inspiring art that resonates across generations.
And continents.
And that's the beauty of Almas del Tango.
It reveals the human stories behind the music.
Right.
The loves and losses, the joys and heartbreaks.
All those things that give the music its depth.
Its unique emotional depth. Chapter 2 is just a glimpse.
A glimpse into all the other stories in the book.
It's a tapestry of tales.
Makes you want to hear more.
It does.
To uncover the secrets behind all those other iconic tangos.
So many stories.
If this one chapter is so captivating,
It really is.
I can only imagine what else is in this book.
This deep dive has only scratched the surface.
Yeah, we've only just touched on Cainito and the world it represents.
But it's given us a taste.
A taste of the historical intrigue, the romantic drama, and that cultural richness.
That Almost Del Tango offers.
So if you're ready to step onto the dance floor of history
Okay.
and really immerse yourself in the passionate world of tango,
Yeah.
pick up a copy of Almost Del Tango.
You won't regret it.
You'll discover that captivating blend of music history and love stories.
And the soul of Argentina, all set to that rhythm.
The evocative rhythm of tango.
It's a journey worth taking.
It is.
One that will leave you humming those melodies.
And pondering the power of music
A power of music to connect us.
across time and cultures.
Until our next deep dive,
Keep exploring
keep questioning.
and keep the music playing.